What's up guys, iigio here and I'm back with my very first YouTube video. Today I'm gonna show you guys how you can optimize your Windows 10 for the best FPS, input lag, and network ping possible. I just want to say that before we start, I would appreciate if you guys would like and subscribe, and also go in the bottom below and follow my Twitter. Thank you very much. Okay, so I just want to note that you can skip ahead in the video. The first section is going to show you how to install a new fresh Windows 10 so that you get the best results possible, but you can't do this on a regular install. If you want, you can skip ahead to the timestamp on screen, and that's all I have to say. Let's get on with the video. As you can see right here in front of us, we have the iigio pack, which you can find in the description below, which will contain everything used in this video so that you get the best input delay, ping, and FPS possible. Let's get straight into it. So this is for if you want to reinstall your Windows. We go to reinstall here in the first pack, and we want to start downloading the ISO. So the ISO we're going to be using today, which I recommend for everyone, will be Windows 10. We go to select edition. You want to go to 21H1, and you want to put whatever language you speak. Confirm, and we will be downloading 64-bit. Save, and we wait. I'll get back to you guys when we're done downloading the ISO. Okay, so once the ISO file is downloaded, you want to right click and extract it, and then you should get something that looks like this. Then you want to double click, and then you want to make your way to sources. You want to scroll down until you find setup, and you want to double click on setup. Okay, so once you press setup, you want to click on next, install now, and then it's gonna say setup is starting. And once that is done, you want to click I do not have a product key, and if you do, you type in your product key, but for in his instance he does not have one. Then you want to click Windows 10 Pro, and then next, and then I accept, then next, and then you want to click on the second, which says custom install Windows only advanced. Then you want to look for your SSD. In his case, it's going to be the 500GB drive 1 partition 4, and then click next. And then it's going to say copying Windows files, and from there we're going to let this install, and then we'll get back to you. Okay, so when it's done installing, you should be brought to a starting soon screen. You want to click on United States or whatever your language is. You want to click on US, or again whatever your keyboard layout is. Skip. Alright, then you want to click on setup for personal use. You want to go to the bottom left, and click offline account. You want to do limited experience. Type in your name. In his case, he's gonna type in one letter. Then he's gonna press next again. You can or you can't have a password. That's up to you. You want to disable all the privacy settings so that Windows doesn't spy on you or have telemetry as well as much. Press accept, and then you want to click on not now. And then Windows will get everything started for you. I'll cut to when I'm on his PC. Okay, and once you've booted up into Windows, you want to drag the iigio YouTube pack to your desktop, and then you want to extract it. As you can see, we have it extracted here. You want to double click the iigio YouTube pack, and you want to click on before optimizing. So first off, we want to create a restore point so that in case anything goes wrong or and your PC stacks acting up, you want to create a restore point. So we're gonna have that right now. You want to double click it and click yes. A restore point should be created. Let's just double check and create restore point right here. And a manual restore has been created. Choose a different restore point, and as you can see, yes, it has been created. Well, following the next step, you want to go to CPU Z, and then we also want to check that our RAM sticks are in the right slots. So in doing so, we're going to open up CPU Z right here. You want to check off the updates. You want to go to speed, and you want to ensure that your memory sticks are in 2 and 4. As you can see, for my client, they're already in 2 and 4, which is perfect. Here, you want to just clear up any extra drivers that Windows hasn't installed. As you can see, it's only 2. And we're going to clear them up right here by pressing Ctrl A and delete. In doing that, you want to go back and you want to exit out for now. And we're going to go and optimize our Windows settings. Okay, once you're in Windows settings, you want to go to System, and we're going to start with the basic optimization settings in Windows. So you want to turn all of notifications off. You want to go to Focus Assist. You want to turn all of these off. You want to go to Storage and ensure that this is off as well. Tablet mode. You want to ensure that it's never using tablet mode unless you do actually have a tablet. We also want to go to Project This PC. This right now is not plugged in, so it can't be turned off, but normally it is. You want to go to Shared Experiences, Share Across Devices, ensure that it's off. Clipboard, ensure that that's off, and Remote Desktop, ensure that that's off. You want to then go back to Home, go to Devices, and start from USB. Turn these two off. You want to go to Autoplay, turn that off. You want to go to Typing, and ensure all the typing and spelling are off as well. You want to go to Mouse, and in here you want to go to the top right, click Additional Mouse Settings, Pointer Options, Enhance Pointer Precision. This is a big one for you keyboard and mouse players, and you want to make sure that's off as well. You want to apply, go to Pointers, ensure that the scheme is on None. Go to Buttons and ensure that the speed is on Fast. You want to apply and press OK. Then you want to make your way to Printers and Scanners, ensure that's off. Bluetooth and other devices. Now, if you're a gamer, you don't want to have any type of extra services or anything that can affect latency or FPS off. So I recommend if you're on Wi-Fi, you switch to Ethernet, and if you use Bluetooth, you turn it off. So right here, we're going to turn that off, and we're going to go back to home. Now we want to make our way to apps. There's going to be 2 special apps we're looking for, which are Microsoft OneDrive, which we're going to uninstall, and we're also going to uninstall Skype. These are the only 2 that run in the background. So once we've uninstalled these 2, we're good to go. We then want to make our way to offline maps, uninstall maps and delete all maps. You want to go to startup and ensure that no startup apps are running. So you want to turn all of those off unless they are essential to you. Then you want to click back on home and make your way to accounts. Now we want to make our way to access to work. Make your way to sign in options and restart apps. You want to scroll down and you want to turn on the privacy, this off right here. And you want to go to home, time and language. You want to set your time. For my client, he's NAEast, so we're gonna sync now to make sure that the time is synced across all software. And then you want to go to gaming and ensure that game bar is off as well. This is huge if you're a gamer because it takes a lot of resources and it drops your FPS by a lot. You also want to turn off game mode, and you want to go to captures and ensure that it's all off as well. You want to then make your way back to home and go to ease of access. Here you want to turn these 2 off. Then you want to make your way to mouse pointer. You want to change touch feedback and turn that off. And then go to magnifier, turn smooth edges and images and text off. You want to turn all of these off as well. You want to go to high contrast narrator, turn all of these off. You want to then turn all of these off, turn these off, turn all of these off. You want to go to keyboard and mouse, turn all of these off, and then you're good to go. You want to then click home again, go to search, and ensure that this is off as well, and ensure that all of these are off as well. Then privacy, change all of these to off, and in diagnostics and feedback you want to press delete, and you want to press never for feedback frequency. Now here you want to go to voice activation, turn all of these off, notifications all the way down to the bottom you want to turn off. So I'm gonna do that right here. Background apps is a huge one. You want to ensure that all the background apps are off, because when you're gaming you won't have anything interrupting you while you're playing, so that you get no FPS drops and you get the best input delay possible. Then you want to click back on home, you want to go to update and security, and we want to pause updates for now. Go to delivery optimization, advanced, and you also want to turn delivery optimization off as well. From here we want to exit back and move on to the next step. Okay, now that we're done with the Windows settings, you want to go to the bottom right, type a search, and you want to type in create a restore point. Then you want to go to advanced settings, and you want to ensure that it is on adjust best for performance. You want to press apply, okay, and then okay. You want to then go back to the bottom right again and type in control panel. This control panel is where we're going to change numerous settings to help us with FPS and input delay. First off, you want to click on system and security, change user account settings control, and you want to drag it all the way down so you don't get an annoying pop-up like this right here. You want to press yes, and now we're good to go. You want to then make your way to programs, turn Windows features on or off, and ensure that you download the net frame rate 3.5 by pressing the check mark, and you want to scroll all the way at the bottom and click what I'm clicking, so that, and turn what I'm turning off, so that we get the best FPS and input delay that we can. We want to first uncheck Windows PowerShell, Work Folders Client, SMB Direct, Remote Differential Compression API support, Print and Document Services, Microsoft XPS Document Writer, Microsoft Print to PDF, and that will be it for now. You want to then press OK. We want to click for let Windows Update download the files for you, and then it's going to download. While that's downloading the files for us, we want to click on Control Panel Home, go to Appearance and Personalization, File Explorer Settings, and you want to change Open File Explorer from Quick Access to this PC. You want to uncheck those two privacy settings right here. Click Clear, then make your way to View, Show Hidden Files, Hide Empty Drives uncheck, Hide Extension Files uncheck, Use Sharing Wizard uncheck, Show Sync Provider uncheck, and Show Status Bar uncheck. You want to then press Apply and then OK. You want to go to Ease of Access Center and uncheck these two right here. You want to click on you want to click on Control Panel Home and then Clock and Region, Date and Time, and uncheck Notify Me When Clock Changes right here. Then this is it for the control panel settings. Once you're brought back to here, you should see this pop up. You want to click Do Not Restart, and we'll see you on the next step. Okay, once you're back on your desktop, you want to go ahead and right click on the sound icon right here and click Sounds. In here, we're going to change some sound settings to have the best sound latency and best sounding headphones and mic quality that we can. You want to go to Communications and click on Do Nothing, then Sounds, and set it to none, and you want to go to Recording. Well, my client has no mic right now because it's broken, but we want to click on disable for all what you're not using, and you want to hide the disabled ones as well. You then want to go to playback, you want to right click on properties, and you want to go to advanced and uncheck these two. Here you would want to click on here and set it to 24-bit 48,000 hertz, but we can't do that right now, so we're just going to press apply, okay, apply, then okay again. Then right here we're gonna start cleaning up the desktop. So the way I like my desktop to be is we're gonna uncheck these right here, which were the show task view button and the show Cortana button. We then want to hover over search and hide it, and we are gonna unpin these apps that we're not gonna be using. This to me looks the most minimalistic and cleanest for my PC. Now that we're done with our song settings, we then want to go to the browser that you normally use or Microsoft Edge. And since this is our first time launching Microsoft Edge, it's going to have us go through the setup, but we're just going to press complete setup and exit out. We then are going to attempt to disable Windows updates. This will be included into the pack folder, but for now it's not. So we're going to type in Windows Update Blocker. We are then going to click on the one from Sordom, and we're going to scroll down all the way till we see download, and it's going to give us an ad. We're just going to exit out, and the download should automatically start once we click direct download. As you can see, the download has started, so now we can exit out of here. We can go to our file manager, our downloads folder, and drag WAB onto our desktop. We're then going to extract the file, and we're going to double click the folder that it was extracted to, and we're going to right click on the exe 64-bit, run as admin, and we're going to disable Windows updates with protected services settings. We're going to apply now, and your Windows updates are now disabled. We want to disable Windows updates so that it doesn't revert any tweaks or slow down our PC with security patches, etc. Now that we've disabled Windows updates, we can drag this into our recycle bin, and we can get in with the tweaks. So you want to go back to the iigio YouTube path, and we want to go on to our AMD Nvidia tweaks. First off, we want to go ahead and install the driver fit for our PC. This will also be included into the pack, but for now it isn't, so we're going to type in nv clean install. We're going to click right here, and we're going to download, and click on our server. Then we're going to click on the nv clean install that was just downloaded for us. It's going to open up, and we're going to click on manually select a driver. Now if you main Call of Duty, then you're going to want to download driver 466.11, and if you main Fortnite, you want to download driver 47.30. You can play both games on either driver, but in case you want to main one game, these are the best drivers for both. So if my client here plays Fortnite, we're going to download driver 457.30. We're going to click on next, and then we're going to click on next again. If you do use GeForce for recording, you will want to click GeForce Experience, click next, and then it's going to ask you to install the recommended components. And then we're going to click on yes again, next, and it should start installing. Once the download is done, you want to then wait, and then you want to click these two right here. Disable installer telemetry and advertising, perform a clean install, and install Nvidia Control Panel app from Windows Store. No Microsoft account required. You want to then click next. It's going to then install the Microsoft Store, and then you want to click install. Once we're on the installer for the driver, you want to then click on Nvidia graphics driver and GeForce Experience, agree and continue, custom, next, and then the installer should start. Okay, once the installer is done, you then want to uncheck the launch Nvidia GeForce settings experience, because we're going to do that later on. Press close, and we should be good to go. You then want to move on to the next step, which is doing your Nvidia tweaks. Now I forgot to mention that if you're an AMD, you want to download the latest drivers for your AMD settings. There's also an AMD tweaks path and a bunch of AMD settings that you can do for your AMD control panel. But since we're on Nvidia, we're gonna click on Nvidia GPU dwords. We're gonna drag Geo's NIP into the Nvidia profile inspector. We're gonna press OK. We're gonna right click on the Nvidia tweaks and run as administrator. You want to press enter, then enter again, and then enter again. You then want to go back. You want to go to runtimes, and we're going to extract both of these files so that we can install the runtimes for our PC to ensure that all software is working as it should. We're going to click on DirectX, scroll all the way down to the DirectX setup. I accept, next, next, and then it's going to be installed. You then want to go back and go to the visual, and you want to extract that as well. Visual C++, right click on that as well, run as administrator. Next, and then the installer should start. So we can close these two out. And then we can go back to the iigio pack. While those are installing in the background, we then want to go to AMD plus Nvidia tweaks, right click on MSI, run as administrator, and we then want to uncheck high for whatever is checked for high, and we want to look for our GPU, and we want to set it to undefined with a check mark, and then press apply. Once we've applied those settings, we can then go back and we can wait for the installs to finish. I'll see you then. Now that we're done with the Nvidia tweaks, we want to go to our Ethernet drivers. Now to check what Ethernet driver or Ethernet controller you have, you want to right click here. You want to go to Open Network and Internet Settings, change adapter options, and right here, as you can see, my client has Realtek PCI GBE family controller. So we're going to exit out here, and we're going to extract the install Windows 10. If you have Realtek, you want to extract killer network drivers. If you have killer driver, and if you have Intel drivers, you want to extract Pro Win64. Right here, we're going to go here and we're going to install this Ethernet driver right here. So since I'm on TeamViewer with my client, it's going to disconnect me for a little bit, but then I'll get back to you when we're done. You're going to press next, install, and it should start installing the driver. Now that we've installed our Ethernet drivers and updated them, we want to right click back down here, go to Open Network and Internet Settings, change adapter options, and we want to right click here, go to Properties, and we're gonna start changing and tweaking some Ethernet settings to get the best ping and network latency possible. You want to uncheck everything that I'm unchecking, and the only thing that should be left back is Internet Protocol version 4. You then want to press OK and head back over to Properties, Configure, and then we should get this advanced right optimizing box right here. You want to go to Power Management. You want to uncheck these two, Advanced, Energy Efficient Ethernet, Green Ethernet, you want to disable. Maximum number of RSS queues, you want to set to 1. Power saving mode, you want to set to disable. Speed and duplex, you want to set to 1 gigabit or 2.5 gigabit full duplex. And then you want to press OK. Since my client is on TeamViewer, he's going to disconnect for a little while and then we'll be back. Now that we're back, you want to exit out. And then we can make our way on to installing our software. Now that we're back and we've installed our software, we want to go ahead back into the optimization pack, and we want to go to our power plan and timer resolution. You then want to drag both of these onto the desktop and go to your C drive, which is where we will be importing the power plan and the timer res. You want to drag bitsum, both the bitsum files in here. You want to press do this for all current items and press continue, and you want to double click the bitsum performance and press enter. You then want to click on the set timer resolution service. You want to drag that into your C drive as well and press continue. You want to go to the install text, copy it, go to the bottom right and type CMD. You want to run that as administrator, right click, and it should install the set timer resolution service. Now that we've done that, we want to go back to the YouTube pack, go to the tweaks folder, and you want to run the first registry. You want to click merge, yes, and then you want to click on run bat, run as administrator. This is going to run all the administration tools. You want to then go to Google Chrome, sign into your Twitter, and ensure that you follow me, iigio underscore on Twitter, to show a lot of support. And if you are interested in buying my advanced optimization pack, you want to go to purchase my service here, and this is what I contain. You then want to go, if you want to join my Discord, that will also be linked in the description below. You want to click on here, and this is how you can join my Discord. Now that we're done with the pack, we can drag it to the recycle bin, and you want to go ahead and click on OBS Studio. Here I'm going to show you the best streaming settings for any PC when using OBS settings for streaming. You want to click on settings, you want to click on general, you want to take off automatic updates, you want to then go to output, go to advanced, encoder you want to set to Nvidia NVIC, and for the bitrate you want to set it to 60, so 6000 in total. You then want to set the preset to low latency performance, and then you want to head to video, set the frame rate to 60 or your desired frame rate, the downscaler set to this, and then the output resolution 1600 by 900. You then want to go to advanced, scroll all the way down to sources and uncheck enable browser source hardware acceleration, apply, okay, and then restart your OBS. You then want to go to Chrome, settings, and follow these settings right here. Scroll down to advanced and check use hardware acceleration and continue in background, and check spell check, and those are the only settings you need so that your Chrome runs to its full potential. After this, you want to go to Discord, you want to go to game overlay, disable, accessibility, turn sync with your computer and enable reduce motion, turn those off, and then you want to go to advanced and disable hardware acceleration, then press OK, and then you can exit out of Discord. You then want to go to your Epic Games launcher, and we're going to change a few settings in here. So you want to go to settings and check these two, this one, and these last two down below here. You want to go back in library, and when you're installing Fortnite, which should be somewhere around here, right here, you want to uncheck auto update, go to options and uncheck high resolution textures, apply, then install. For now we're gonna pause it, and then you want to make your way to GeForce Experience. GeForce Experience, we can change a few settings in here that will help with latency and overall reduce some resources that are on it. Now that GeForce is done downloading updates, you want to exit out of here. You want to go to the settings and uncheck these two right here. You then want to enable game overlay, go to settings, and in here we're gonna go to HUD layout, turn status indicator off, and go to performance and turn that off as well. You want to go back, you want to go to broadcast live, turn broadcast live off. You want to go to highlights, turn highlights off. You want to go to video capture. In here you set it to whatever time you use. My client uses 30 seconds, full bitrate. You want to go back and ensure that privacy control desktop capture is off. You want to go to back, done, turn on your instant replay, and then exit out. Alright guys, we're now at the end of the optimization. The next clip that's gonna play is my client's FPS on his Ryzen 5 3600 2070 on 16 gigabytes of RAM. Now that we're done with all the optimizations and we've come to the end of the video, I want you all to go ahead and restart your PCs, and when you're back, everything should be fully loaded. You just download your Fortnite and you're ready to game. Please post your replies, your concerns, any questions you have down in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer all of them. Also, if you could please leave a like, subscribe, share, share it to all your friends so that this video gets across to help everyone who has bad FPS and input lag. I would also appreciate if you guys would go down and follow my Twitter. And if you would like to buy my advanced service, which is a lot more advanced than my YouTube videos, then you can also go to my Twitter, shoot me a DM, and I'll try and get you help. Uh, Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.